Welcome everyone to my channel. This is for Cancer Leo Cusp. Okay, hope everyone is doing good. Okay, this is for the end of the month of March, the 26th through the 31st. Okay, so, and if you're interested too, I also do the chakras. You can find them under whichever sign you're picking up is more for yourself. Whether you're Cancer, then it'd be under the water, and if you're Leo, then it'd be under the fire. Okay, it's just extra things to watch. Okay. Okay, let's get into this and see what your energy is. Oops. Where your energy is saying. This is what you're going to be thinking and feeling. Okay. Look at that, King of Cups. So feeling very watery right now, feeling like you're sitting on your throne, having that perceptiveness that water has, watching, probably doing a lot of observing around you, feeling very self-assured, and sitting like a, you know, in your authority as an authority figure. So, and yes, that's exactly what's going on. Feeling like an authority figure. Okay. Very nice. Feeling like an emperor sitting on that throne. Let's see why. Actually, I think we're going to use the oracle cards this time. Change it up a little. Okay. See what Spirit has to say about the present here. Okay, it says that you're the solitude in the past. You were feeling very like you were trying things and very successful, and you're using that wisdom in the near future. So very nice. You're feeling like an authority figure, but you're also in a kind of a solitude mode. So you're keeping yourself isolated. You're keeping yourself quiet. Okay, but you're doing it very strong, right? Taking that authority. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's clarify underneath that solitude. We have the Ten of Wands with there's the Emperor again. You definitely are taking everything very seriously and feeling very authoritative. The Page of Swords. And the Ten of Swords. Okay, so nice. You have the Ten of Wands over here. You're feeling like you were burdened. That's why you're probably going into solitude mode. You're thinking about all the burdens that are going around, but you're taking it very seriously. Sitting up there on your throne, like you're the queen, you're the king, and you have the Page of Swords here. You're just, as the King of Cups over here, like I said, you're perceiving everything, you're watching everything, and with the Page, I'm just really think you're really observing what's going on around you. Okay, quietly observing. Okay, and waiting for hope, and hopefully waiting for things to change. Okay, so with the triumphant success over here, oh, look at that. Okay, so in the past over here, you were taking on a fresh new start. You had a realization. You ran towards that realization. You quickly ran to that realization, whatever this realization was for you. No matter what it was, you moved at really top speed. Seven of Wands. Okay. And then the Ace of Swords again. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, it's just pretty much clarifying. The Ace of Swords is actually clarifying on this Ace of Swords, telling us that it's the exact same card. This is exactly what was happening. You were having a major realization. Okay, so you were running at this realization at top speed. You were defending yourself and challenging. Maybe it was an idea or whatever was going on around you. And for the hopes of good news, because something had left you out in the cold, made you feel neglected, made you feel like I said, like you were maybe you were just being challenged. Because I really see like maybe something was challenging you and you were not going to allow that to happen with the Ace of Swords over here. So once you realized that this challenge was coming your way, it kind of put you in defense mode to fight against it, using that realization. Saying, nope, that's not going to happen. You have the wisdom over here in the near future. So with that wisdom and this clarity, and then knowing that you have hope over here in the present, yeah, you're really waking up to understanding what's exactly going on. And I think also by watching and observing your surroundings, or this person, or this, whatever it is, it could be a job. It's going to be a little different for everybody, but yeah, it really is. You're really thinking about it, using your wisdom, getting through this. Four of Swords, once again, using that realization, meditating, going within to find this wisdom, realizing that there wasn't any collaboration surrounding you, knowing that that was the ending of whatever chapter to your life that was. It is now ended. So therefore you have to wait for a new beginning. It's a slow new beginning that's going to happen. With the Seven of Swords upside down, nothing is turning around at this time because everything is so slow. So you're just waiting for it to come in a little quicker. But you're very focused. But we see that you're very focused in this whole reading. So not only did you start focusing in the past about what was going on, very focused in right now, but you're also going to be focusing and using that wisdom in the near future. Okay, which actually is going to put you in High Priestess mode. Really 100% understanding now what is going on. So definitely there's something going on that put you into a challenge mode. And you really have to just really take the back seat to really sit down and observe your surroundings. This really just all of a reading really of observing, taking control, being the authority, and observing and waiting for the best. Yeah, as it says, waiting for your 10 of Cups to move in with the Chariots. So, yeah. So that's very nice. Let's see over here what's kind of challenging you with the Seven of Wands over here. Okay, Spirit, what is challenging them? Be a little bit different for it could be work for a lot of you. With the Queen of Swords over here upside down, swords are usually an authoritative figure in the workplace, so it could be work for a lot of you, trying to figure out what's going on. Okay, and it makes you it could also be making you feel very distant. But I think the distant is actually more distant. Well, I don't know, within the isolation that we're going through, it might also be that you feel distant from your job because you cannot go back to your job, and that could be the challenge. It also could be if you own a job, you're feeling a distance within trying to make the money that you're trying to get with the Five of Coins over here. It could also be just an idea of feeling distance against your own financial. We have the coins here, so I am thinking a lot of this is work, okay, because of the coins. So It could be just an idea about how am I going to get finances, and I have to sit over here as a king and try to, you know, figure out how I'm going to save money and get the things that I'm going to have since I'm not making a paycheck at this time. Okay, so things might not be living up to your expectations that you're used to. So it's almost like you're trying to balance yourself out to figure out how you're going to keep your money intact. So yeah, this kind of puts you in boss mode. And you really just have to try to figure out, how is this going to work? If I'm not at work, then how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to have food? So I think that's really what's going on here. And you're going to have to really get deep down inside yourself and your thoughts, since this is also swords, remember, thinking, speaking, mental action. So I think about how this is, you know, really how they're going to work this burden out, because this is burdensome. And I think in the past over here, I think when they told you, you know, you're only going to work maybe a few days a week or whatever, because we're shutting the majority of most people down, you can only come back this many hours, it put you in challenge mode. And that's why you were rushing to defend yourself and defend maybe your money. Take it how it resonates, but in seriousness, in the near future, you will be thinking even more clear as the High Priestess of how you're going to get your 10 of Cups and move towards this 10 of Cups, right? And that's where your focus really is going to, you're really focused there. And once again, you know, your main focus is Pentacles. So I really do believe this is a money issue. Okay, let's see what the angels have to say over here. Yeah, delegating and strategizing on how to save money, and maybe you need to save money also into piles. You know, like this is so much for rent, this is so much for the bills, this is so much for food, this is so much for gas if I need to go have gas for food. And you have to just kind of spread that all apart. Yeah, it says remain positive. The angels say remain positive. That's the biggest thing here, and compromise. And yes, when you're compromising, no. Okay, here we go again. So when you're compromising, and that was the domino effect, right? Never. That's the first time that one's happened. These things like to fall on me, but never in the domino effect. Okay, so you want to compromise with how you're saving that money. Okay, it's going to be the compromise of so much money over here, so much money over there. Sorry about that. Oh, goodness. Okay. I swear sometimes it only happens to me. I've watched so many people. They don't have any problems with these things. Okay, so, yeah, it's going to be the compromise on how you're going to bundle your money into different areas. Okay, and if it's not money for you guys, then, you know, like I said, take it how it resonates. Maybe you're trying to compromise something else, okay, and put other things in different areas. Okay, let me just see what this says there. Just grab some points here. Okay, yeah, look, because, yeah, see, because this feels like a burden. 5 of Coins. You are looking to step into that new world. See, your world is upside down over here. Okay, which is showing you this is the ending of how this works, and you're waiting for the world to become a new beginning. Okay, so you're waiting to step into that new world. And once you get into that new world, there you go. 3 of Staffs with the 4 of Swords now upside down. Okay, so you won't have that worry anymore. Okay, you won't have to go inside all the time to figure it out, because you already have it figured out. It won't take long to figure it out. Okay, so be just fine. And, you know, sitting over here as the King of Cups is going to keep you very stable, and your being right side up is the best thing, because that's showing you're emotionally and mentally stable at this time. So you're not kind of like going all over the place. Your energy is not back and forth between the negative and the positive. You're actually on a positive roll of how to do this. So very nice. And let's see what cards we should have. I think I will give you a Law and Attraction card, because I think that would be good for you at this time. Okay. So this one is the Law of Attraction is my life's basis. Beautiful sun here for you, for Leo. Nice bright sun. Okay, so since the law of attraction is the basis of your experience, and understanding of it is essential to living life on purpose. In fact, an understanding of the laws of attraction is essential to living life of joy that you came forth to live. So just remember, keep yourself joyful. Keep the law and attraction of a positive one, so that way things can come to you a little bit quicker, and you can keep that chariot moving into the pace that you want it to move into. Okay, which is the chariot moving. Okay, actually it should look like this, moving towards the 10 of Cups. Okay, so very nice. And I'll get you an animal card to see what animal you should be at this time to keep yourself as positive as possible during this crazy time that we're living in right now. Yeah, I say just keep that chariot going with strength and positivity. That way it just doesn't fall behind. Recognize your significance and be the bunny. Okay, be the bunny. And be the goat. Act from your innate wisdom, which is what you are doing over here in the near future. You are being that goat. These two cards are pretty much the same. Okay, so you will be the goat. Just remember, be the goat and be the bunny, and you should be doing just fine. Okay, and keep your guys positive. Okay, just remain positive. As long as the positivity is going, like I said, that chariot will keep moving for you, and your innate wisdom will keep coming forward. Okay, because as soon as you start becoming negative, the High Priestess shuts down. Okay, because there's too much negative flow. You can't think properly when you're thinking negative. Okay, because then that's when confusion will start, and you don't want to be stuck in any kind of conflicted mental state. Okay, so that was your reading for you guys for the end of the month, and I will see you at the beginning of the month. And like I said, if you want to watch any more readings, I have those chakras up. Just pick the sign that resonates with you the most, and try to stay safe out there and healthy. Peace and love to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.